Now, to all the marketers that just think that going in and doing a rebrand is the right way of doing because you're the new person in town or new person in an organization, I feel like that's something that we unfortunately don't think too much of when we approach some of these, new organizations, things to that effect. But it's so fundamentally important because if it is a distinctive color, a distinctive asset, and I don't know how familiar you are with TELUS. It's a telco here in Canada, and it's the one things that we're constantly wrestling with here internally is just around the, we use creators for a lot of our advertising, or do we need to lean on lifestyle instead? Now, obviously, the right answer is you can do both, depending on what it is that you're trying to do. But it's really interesting to see the evolution of what those strategies look like. But I think at the end of the day, if you've already invested enough money and work in creating these distinctive assets, how do you continue to amplify them versus trying to replace them, which will then help the longevity and building, that longevity of the brand and the mental availability instead.
That's right. And you can also think of it as adding to your palette. If you've got a couple of distinctive assets that you know are really strong and you're using them time and time again, and you're looking for a new creative outlet, think about building a new distinctive asset in, and think about it as well. So build those assets in waves.
Love that.
And think about different types of distinctive assets. If you've already got a couple of visual assets, think about bringing in something that's auditory. So then you can have branding that works when eyes are off screen, for example. So rather than totally trashing something you already have, thinking about building out that toolbox. What else could you be using? What other types of distinctive assets would be useful in different channels, for example? So you don't have to throw away something old to bring in something new.